Day number 2 of chugging a diet root beer every vlog until I hit 100,000 subscribers. The fizz made it really hard to do. Anyways, gotta talk about the current situation because last vlog I was mentioning that I got about 6 weeks left of cutting until I start the meet prep for King of the Platform. And to pull off a easy water cut to 242, that means that I gotta drop another 11 pounds of real body weight in the next 6 weeks to make sure that I'm not in a deficit during the actual meet prep. But I was thinking, like, 11 pounds in 6 weeks is easy peasy, and if I turn that 11 pounds into 22 pounds, that would turn a easy cut to 242 into a hard cut to 220, which wouldn't be the most responsible pursuit, but the big goal is to make it to 220 anyway, so I'm thinking I might as well try to crank up the diet and see how easily we can make the weight come off for this final push. So, might feel like ass for the next little bit, but I'm excited to see how well we can handle it, and we are bringing speed bench back on a Monday. And like the whole reason I'm running speed bench on this day is I just want to get a little bit more comp bench practice in so I can kind of adjust to the actual grip width as body weight changes. And nothing really all that exciting there, so I'm not sure how much I'll show in the vlog, but 6x5, 135 and some chain. Nothing, again, nothing crazy, but big focus point was really trying to make sure I was pulling the bar out far enough the lats and really trying to feel them flex before I started to initiate the eccentric. And now that we're warm from the speed bench, we're going to run some overhead again.
Hey guys, Cooper here to let you know that if you're looking for a supportive community where you can get form checks, ask questions, and just better figure out how to do this thing that is powerlifting, to sign up for Team Activated on School, the link is in the description below. Cooper, that might have been silly.
And part of me wishes the 185 felt lighter, but there ain't much I can do about it other than growing up a little and going up a little and trying to make it be more assertive, or make me be more assertive on the barbell or something. Yeah, that felt a little bit more better. And I think it's going to be another safety first moment. Best set that I can remember with 245 is 30 reps, so we're going to see if we can force some progress. I don't know if overhead is going to carry over strength-wise to bench yet, but I do know that it is definitely going to carry over to being more comfortable with pressing something that feels really freaking sketchy. And I think with the degree of sketchiness and general wobbly feeling, going to trade the Z presses out for a machine press this week. And I know I've talked about how I like the other overhead press machine better, but the other overhead press machine breaks when I go heavy. On that note, even though we are trying to push heavy, also trying to be as like delt flexy as I can with these. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. And time for some dipping. Based on 2 weeks ago, intent here is to load these, so gonna try to make the bodyweight warm up feel as good as I can. And it felt like a little bit quivery, but generally good enough that I think I'll slosh some weight on. Yeah, that felt freaking solid. And this might be the stupid choice, but it's also going to be the fun choice. Mirko went plus 40 kilo on his dip, so we can't let him show me up too much, right? And I think the only real goal for this set is to not pinch my nuts. Nutsack still intact, and felt a little bit sketchy on the shoulder, but also surprisingly good. So maybe I'm not as weak as I think I am. And now we're on to the less exciting stuff. But delts aren't going to grow themselves. So we'll crank lateral raises, and we'll crank front raises. And when Joel's done taking up space on the pec fly, we're going to crank on some rear delts. I swear he's doing a rest pause just to spite the vlog. Okay, we're cranking. Single arm. Crank. Achieved. And because Joel's using the long rope for some bullshit that his idiot coach programmed for him, I'm going to do some dumbbell base pull things instead of rope base pulls. And I'm the idiot coach that programmed those, FYI. That burnt out very quickly. Ah! And, I don't know, commanding my biceps to grow or something. Starting a lot more aggressive than we did last week on these. Oh yeah. And it is still my motherfucking set. Or something. And time for the stretchy stretch, squeezy squeeze, incline curls. And we're doing these much more for tendon resiliency than we are for stretch mediated hypertrophy, even if some of that is going to happen anyways. And I think that's really heavy, never mind. I think we'll finish her out with cable curls, mostly because I'm lazy and this is easy to set up. And next session, we're doing sumo pulls. So gonna crank some of the spread eagle bench sit-ups with a little kettlebell to try to make sure anti-adductors are all primed up and ready to pull in hard. So freaking gross. So yeah, there we freaking go. Day one of pushing the diet a good chunk more aggressively. And like, it doesn't feel good, but I at least feel pretty good doing it and about doing it. Like, overhead press was still sick. Dips were freaking awesome. And I still got a good enough pump on my accessories. So, I mean, mission accomplished for the training day. And all I really got to do now is just keep trying to do the best that I can with it and keep trying to not let go of performance as best as I can. I think that's going to be the best shot of making it down to light enough to make 220 in at least good shape. And like, absolute worst case of pushing this diet harder is that I just get to making 242 easy range faster, and I realize that I feel too shitty, then I just pull out of the diet and commit to 242. And like, as a worst case option, that isn't all that bad. And like, best case, the big goal again is to get down and compete at 220. So if I can get down and compete at 220 like right away, I want to give myself the chance and at least try, rather than deciding it's too hard and not trying at all. So that is where I'm at, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you need help with something specific, look on the rest of the YouTube channel, because you're probably going to find at least a half decent answer. And if you're looking for a supportive community where you can get form checks, access to higher level exclusive educational content from me, hop onto the Team Activated group on School. It is really freaking sick in there. And something I've been doing that is actually really fun is I have been posting some of my client check-in videos where I'm talking about what my clients are doing and the changes we're making up in the school group, so you guys can kind of see where my head is at in terms of looking at other people's training and progressing your training. And I think that the coaches in there especially are getting a lot of benefit out of seeing that. And if you need even more help, just hit the link below, book a online consult, we'll get your shit sorted. Peace out, have a good night.